Wayne Kabatoff is a recipient of the Lifetime Co-operative Achievement Award. Wayne Kabatoff is a cooperative advocate and believer. For almost 50 years, he's been manager, director, and champion in both the financial and non-financial co-ops.
My first involvement, actual physical involvement with co-ops, was when I was a young farm boy. Someone at our local co-op asked me if I would give them a hand moving some fertilizer bags in the shed that they had just built. I worked at Federated I started work there in March of 1971, and I worked there until April of 72, at which time I was asked to come up to Prince Albert and speak to the controller there. There was an opening for an accountant. So that's how I got to PA.
12 years later, by which time he'd become the controller, Wayne left to pursue other interests.
When I came into PA, it was 1972, and we were talking amalgamation with other small co-ops in the area, and Smeaton being one of them, and I remember that very well. We were actually working with the people who started that co-op there. That was the amazing thing. Like, those co-ops started in the early 40s, and you're talking to the folks who are right on the ground floor of that co-op. That to me is awesome. And some of the board members, when I first came to PA, some of the board members of that board were the original signatories to the charter that started that co-op, and I thought that's pretty cool.
In 2000, Wayne returned to the co-op as a member of the board of directors. He continues to sit as a Lake Country Co-op director. Wayne was elected to the board of directors of Prince Albert Credit Union in 1984, staying until 1993.
2005, I was asked to let my name stand for board member again, and at that particular time, I decided, sure, why not? We knew that amalgamation was a thing that we would have to consider, and I think that amalgamation with Connexus in 2006, I think that was, well, for me, it was absolutely the biggest decision that we made as a board.
Wayne's involvement during the amalgamation discussions was significant. His collaborative and analytical style ensured the best interests of the Prince Albert members and the region.
I believe that people have to work together. I've always believed that in order to get something done, you have to talk it out, you have to get consensus. Let's face it, we're here for one reason. We're here for the good of the member.
Through his relationship with Connexus, Wayne was elected to serve on the board of directors of Credit Union Central of Saskatchewan in 2013. He has undertaken many key leadership roles on the board and committees at Sask Central and other cooperatives.
I had the opportunity to attend the National CMC conference, Cooperatives and Mutuals of Canada conference in Saskatoon. And the Cooperative Development Fund has always been an interest of mine, and I've always been supportive of it. In support of the CDF, at this conference, I bought some raffle tickets for a trip to the Arctic Co-ops. It so happened that I won that trip. That trip that I had to the Arctic Co-op was certainly, to me, the greatest experience that I've had since my involvement in cooperatives. My son and I took that trip to the Arctic Co-ops, and just the feeling that we got when we were there. These places are in the middle of nowhere. You can just fly to get there. The happiness of the people and how people work together, that's the true spirit of cooperation.
Gifted with an outstanding sense of humor, his range of experience as an accountant, manager, director, and innovator all combined to make him an exemplary cooperative leader. Wayne is honored to be selected as a Co-op Merit Award recipient.
I felt very humbled, but at the same time very appreciative. It's been a lot of years. I suppose if I added up all the years that I spent on a board, and I'm on the central board as well as on the Connexus board, so if I count a year on the Connexus board and Sask Central board as 2 years. I think the years that I served on a cooperative board or worked for a cooperative would be nearing 50. Very grateful that I was able to participate with co-ops and credit unions.
We are pleased to present Wayne Kabatoff with a Lifetime Co-operative Achievement Award.
Video profile produced by Access Communications.